At a workshop that I anchored some time ago, somebody asked me, is enlightenment possible for everyone? Of course it is, I replied. You see, enlightenment is not the prevail of only those who are sitting on top of a mountain or are observing abstinence or are sitting under a Bodhi tree. Anybody can be enlightened. Enlightenment is nothing, it's just a light bulb moment. It's what happens to you when you truly understand the impermanence of life, when you understand the true nature of life, its transient nature. My own moment of enlightenment came one day when I was very, very, very depressed with the circumstances of my life. There was a lot of chaos around me and within me. I was dealing with the early stages of our bankruptcy and was clueless about what we needed to do next. So one evening I fixed myself a drink, a glass of whiskey, and I was sitting around trying and switching channels on television to see if I could kind of have a drink and enjoy a movie. But nothing worthwhile was coming up on television. So out of sheer boredom, I looked to this bookshelf and picked up this particular book, which is Shirdi Sai Baba's Sai Satcharita. This book had been lying in this bookshelf for possibly a decade before that. I had never picked it up. I had never even opened it and looked at it. But that evening, I picked it up. It is a very badly translated book. It's translated from the original Marathi into English. So the English is horrible. You can't read this book. But what struck me about the teachings of Shirdi Sai Baba are actually two words, faith and patience. And that night, drinking my whiskey, I ruminated, I reflected, I immersed myself in the meaning of those two words. Faith that he talks about, that Shirdi Baba talks about, is about trusting the process of life. Keep the faith, he says. If you have been created, you will be looked after. And as long as you're waiting to be looked after, be patient with life. That's why on all the temples of Shirdi Baba, wherever you see a reference to him, you'll find these two magical words, faith and patience, which is Shraddha and Saburi. So my enlightenment happened that day. You see, we came with nothing and we will go with nothing. So this whole life therefore is meaningless. What is all this drama about, asks Osho. So if you sit down and think deeply about life, it's completely meaningless. But you bring meaning to life, and one way of bringing meaning to life is to be patient with it, to trust the process, keep the faith. And that's how my enlightenment happened. Your own moment of enlightenment might be waiting for you. If you are tuned, it will come your way.